Amigos, lo que van a ver en esta carrera es la definición perfecta de cómo se gana en equipo y cómo se corre con el corazón. Esto no es solo un relevo 4x400. Esto es México demostrando que cuando parece que no hay nada, todavía queda orgullo, coraje y sangre caliente para pelearlo todo. Nadie, absolutamente nadie, daba un peso por México. Íbamos cuartos. El público pensaba que solo corríamos por dignidad, para no terminar más abajo. Pero ustedes ya saben, hermanos, cuando México corre, corre con el alma y con los huevos bien puestos. Ramírez Ríos, con un esfuerzo que te quiebra el corazón, metió una última recta que parecía sacada de una película. Ese hombre corrió con tanta fuerza que te hace llorar de orgullo. Se plantó, apretó los dientes y logró entregarnos la posta en tercer lugar. Ahí empezó el milagro. Luego vino Valente Mendoza Falcón. Y hermanos, ¡qué barbaridad! Ese compa no corrió, literalmente voló. Poco a poco comenzó a recortar distancias, un paso tras otro, hasta que llegó al segundo lugar. Pero seamos honestos, viendo al africano parecía imposible alcanzarlo. Ese tipo corría como si hubiera visto un fantasma, y yo ya estaba resignado, lo juro. Pero por amor a los colores mexicanos, Valente Mendoza se transformó. Ya no era solo un atleta, era un mutante. Con esas piernas largas daba brutales zancadas. Tarde o temprano el africano caería. Lo presionó, lo rebasó. Hermano, y ahí se me fue la respiración. México lo logró. Faltando solo 20 metros, México lo logró. Y por eso existe este canal, porque aquí valoramos todos los deportes por igual, no solo el fútbol. Aquí vamos a darle a nuestros atletas y deportistas en general el lugar que siempre merecieron, el reconocimiento que nunca les dieron y que hoy todo México puede ver. Suscríbete, raza, ¿qué esperas?
We are going to get a little bit of new blood coming through in the men's 4x4. So in the final there's Botswana with Amondi, Talane, Sek Gopi and the semi-finalist Clifton Meshak on the anchor leg. Poland are represented by Dushinsky, semi-finalist Kowaluk, Adamczuk, and the man who was fifth in the 400 meters final, Victor Suawa, bringing them home. Mexico, though, will be very strong. Plenty of quality with Felix Figa, Jimenez Perez, Ramez Rios, and the men's 400 meters champion, Mendoza Falcon. We just skipped past Japan with Kawauchi, Yamashita, Samaya, and Kitadani. Kazakhstan, Zem, Sokolov, Yefmarov, and Litvin, the silver medalist in the 400 flat. South Africa with Mogowane, Zene, Zeliga, and Isaacs, who was bronze medalist in the flat 4. Thailand represented by Shamsri, Konkrapan, Shripfa, and Sontrongthram. And on the inside, the Czech Republic with Sluti, Tušek, Fries, who's a 1500 meter runner, and their usual man at the end, Vit Muller. Łukasz Hotpodge and Philipp Schneider were in the bronze medal winning team 2 years ago, but they were both in action earlier today, and so they've been given the rest of the Universiade off, unsurprisingly. Czech Republic, the only one of the medalists from Taipei in this final. The last event of the 2019 World University Games. So then 4 laps to see who will take over from the 2-time reigning champions of the Dominican Republic, who are not back to defend their title. No Juan dos Santos, who won the 400 meter hurdles 2 years ago, and no Lingoin Santos, who won the flat 4 2 years ago. But the Mexicans are represented by the current holder of that title. We will see him later on. So then, at the beginning and straight away round this second bend, South Africa look as though they are quite well placed on the inside. We will get a true reflection of the standings when they come round the next bend. Poland with Katen Jasinski handing on to 400 meter flat semi-finalist Dariusz Kowaluk. Poland always good with the baton in their hands over the 4x4. And Kowaluk has gone off well, but inside it's as we suspected. South Africa will take the lead, but that's quite a bend they've run by the pole. South Africa's Mogawani has handed on to the 5,000 meter man, Zakiti Zene. South Africa here, striding on. Japan in third place at the moment with Yoshihiro Sumaya, who had the Yan Hamashita, who was fourth in the 200 meters final. Mexico's Jimenez Perez hands on to the 200 meters semi-finalist, Ramirez Rios. South Africa now building a big lead. John Randolph Seliga reached the semi-finals of the flat 400 with the baton in hand. Poland now in second place. They have Patrick Adamczyk chasing after the South African. Meanwhile, the Mexicans desperately trying to get into contention with 200 meter semi-finalist Ramirez Rios. He needs to get that baton to the 400 meter gold medalist Mendoza Falcon with some kind of a gap that they can bridge in the final lap, and he's doing his best here. This is a fine leg by the Mexican Ramirez Rios going into third place, but it's going to be South Africa who hand on in the lead. Gardeo Isaacs, bronze medalist in the 400 meters, has now got to beat the man who won it. Japan have the baton in the hands of the man who was eighth in that final, Naoki Kitadani. And you can see that slightly hunched style of the Mexican Mendoza Falcon that did him no harm at all in the 400. He came from right behind in the individual. He's got to do it again here in the team event. But South Africa still holding on. It's going to be an almighty scrap. Japan not out of it either. Neither are Poland. Here they come, and here he comes. The individual gold medalist is going to do it again. Mendoza Falcon makes it a double gold for Mexico. South Africa, I think, just held on for the silver from a very fast finishing Poland. So the title stays on the American side of the Atlantic Ocean. What a great third leg that was by Ramirez Rios. It really was. It gave Mendoza Falcon the chance to chase down, and he obviously loves coming from behind. Yes, not surprising the scream comes out. Well, Camilo's chances for Brazil in the 4x1 of getting a third gold medal might have ended with injury, but Mexico, their chances of getting the double gold for the individual champion Mendoza Falcon really came together on that third leg. Well, the Mexicans certainly didn't have their strongest runners on legs 1 and 2, but they too did enough to keep them in touch. Kazakhstan were never really in touch. Poland, who have taken so many European titles in the past, and indeed world titles as well at the World Championships, not quite the quartet to be able to challenge for gold this time around, but they gave it a good go. Quartet of Dushinsky, 400 meter silver medalist Kowaluk, Adamczyk, and their anchorman Victor Sowawa, who was fifth in the 400 meters flat, coming home to bronze in the end. South Africa just surviving that scrap to the line as Japan miss out on the medals altogether. He is an unusual looking runner. Never seen a sprinter who sort of crouches forward, but there's no denying his speed. Those long legs taking him past the South African.
A este triunfazo México le pone nombre y apellido. Fernando Vega, José Jiménez, Edgar Ramírez, Valente Mendoza. 4 muchachos, 4 almas que entrenaron en silencio, que sudaron sangre, que se levantaron cuando nadie los veía y que hoy nos recuerdan por qué en México nunca nos rendimos. Cada paso que dieron fue por nosotros, por el país que aman, por la gente que los apoya, por la tierra que los vio nacer, por cada niño que sueña con ser alguien, por cada mexicano que ha sido subestimado, por cada vez que nos dieron por muertos. Y aquí estamos, más vivos que nunca. Fernando, José, Edgar y Valente. Gracias, hermanos. Gracias por recordarle al continente entero que a México jamás se le da por vencido. Gracias por demostrar que cuando creen que estamos acabados, es justo cuando nos levantamos con más fuerza. Gracias por hacernos llorar. Este triunfo es de todo un país que late con ustedes.